Hello folks, this is Elias with EH Tutorials, and today I wanted to do a quick video to show you how to get into the business of real estate investing. As most of you may know, real estate investing can be very lucrative, and it's something that you can do from home. And it's nice because basically you could make money out of a property that you own, and it's always going to make money for you for the rest of your life until you eventually sell it or whatever you decide to do. So let's get started. One of the first things that I like to do when I'm researching for property that I want to buy is I want to go to coldwellbankerhomes.com. Over there I can type a town or city, and then I can actually start searching, seeing the prices of the properties that are there. So in this case we're going to search in Tucson, Arizona. So we're going to search Tucson, and we're going to have a list showing us what's available. Obviously you're not going to buy this house because it's very pricey, so you want to go to this area here and change the price so you can see that I want to be fair, and I want to put 100k. I want to buy a property under 100k. I don't want to pay more than that. So hit update. It's going to show me all the properties that are available for under 100k. Then I want to go back here to the filters, because with Coldwell Banker they show you properties that have been sold already. You don't want to see those properties because, quite frankly, they're not interesting to you because you can't buy them. So in this case, we're going to put single family, and I'm going to put condo and townhouses. These are properties that are going to be available. Then once we do that, we hit, like I said, the active box here, and then you hit update results. It's going to pull up a list now. Start loading for us. And we're going to look at this list here, see what's interesting, see what's up here, what would we like to invest in. I'm going to pick a random one just to make sure, because I don't want to waste too much of your time, folks. So the first thing, the one that I'm going to pick is this one here because it looks kind of interesting. You click on that. This is something that it may need some work. You think you can drive in. It's a desert home. You can do some remodeling on it slowly, depending on what you want to do. But this may be the style in the area. You want to look at different properties in the area to see if this is the style that they use. So now that you've looked at the photos, then you start reading what it comes with. It looks like it has essential air. It's a great thing for a place like Arizona because it's very hot. You're getting 1,500 square feet. You see? You're getting a lot of information that you could look at about this property. It looks like there's no association or anything like that. So this is great because you don't have to pay anyone to come in, for a community. This is your property, you pay your taxes on it. And it even shows you, I believe, the property taxes. Let's see. Yeah, you'll be paying about $774 for property tax, which is not too bad if you think about it. It's not too bad at all. Another thing you want to look at is the schools. If you're if you were worried about your child, or if you want to buy in a nice area, this is going to tell you the type of schools you have and the ratings that they have. You see? So there's a middle school, there's an elementary school around, and there's also a high school for the kids. So this seems like a nice property. It has something that would make me want to buy it personally as an investment property. Now, the next thing you want to do is search for this address, like I just did. I searched on Google, and look at the map and see what's around the area, because if you're doing research and you want to find out, you want to see what's around there, man. I mean, that's very important. I mean, you have a mountain range from what I see here. It's a very small town. It's a lot of living space from what I'm seeing. Very standard stuff. You can even do like a Google Street View on it to see it. It shows you the other properties that are there. It doesn't look like that bad of a neighborhood. See? You know, this is what's on the picture. This is the house right here. Kind of can see what's entailed. It looks like it's a nice neighborhood. I think this is a mobile home, I believe, which is not a good thing, in my opinion. But it doesn't look like a horrible neighborhood. So you have that right there. The next thing you want to see once you look at that, like I said, is the city, what's around the area. If there's restaurants, if there's food, just the basic necessities that we have as people. It looks like it's a little busy downtown area. From what I see, there's a little bit of public transportation that goes around. I don't know if you have it in front of your house or near your house, but it looks like there's public transportation that goes there, which is always a bonus. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next step. We found the property we want to buy. We want to make sure that that we like the property, that it looks nice, and that we can do some work on it in the future. So once we do that, once we find that we have an interesting property, you want to go and see how much rent you can get for that property, because that's another thing that's important. If you're not sure how much you can get for rent in this property, then you're gonna have some problems, because if you just bought a property and you don't know how much you can charge people for rent, then you're not gonna be sure. You're not gonna know exactly if you're gonna break even every month. You want to make sure that you have some money coming in every month, so you can pay that mortgage, but also have some money on the side for you. Make it so that you're making $500 to $1,000 in your account, and that with that $1,000 you're paying whatever you have to pay. One of the beautiful things about going here to Coldwell Banker is that it tells you exactly kind of like a rough estimate, depending on what you put on for down payment. Of course, if you're only planning on putting, let's say you're planning on putting, less money for it. It depends on what you want to put on it. You see, it depends on the kind of loan you want to take. You can put 15-year loan. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You can find out exactly how much you're going to pay by putting the numbers here, putting how much you're going to put for down payment. So say if you have $5,000, you're going to know exactly what you're going to be able to put. And that's going to help you when it comes to making a decision about buying and how much you can get for the property. So now we're going to go into Craigslist. Craigslist is a good tool. You can also use Zillow, but I'm going to use just Craigslist, because if I went to all these tools, if I would go to all these tools, then it's going to be confusing, and it's going to be a lot of stuff, and the video is going to be very long. So let's go into Craigslist. So Craigslist, we're just going to go to the city. So we're going to go to your cities, and we're going to go, I believe we can find Tucson. Actually, let's look through states first, because this is Arizona. So Arizona, and click on Tucson. Okay. Now we're in Tucson Craigslist. We want to see how much of the how much you can charge for an apartment. In this case, this apartment or this house is a 2-bedroom, I believe. So 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, 2 full baths actually, which is a very good selling point. And you have 1 carport. It looks like you can have a second car. So let's go into apartments housing. We're gonna see what's available for rent. What's the rent for a 2-bedroom property? So we're gonna go up here to Craigslist, and we're gonna type in 2-bedroom. You type 2 bedroom, Let's do a search. Okay, so obviously the home that you're looking at is not gonna, you know, you're not gonna probably charge as much as some of these properties here, but you can see a rough estimate, and it helps make a choice, you know, whether you want to invest in this property or not. Because guess what? If you go back here, you go all the way down to Coldwell Banker's website. Let's say that you're gonna put this is a down payment. Well, your monthly payment is gonna be $450. Okay. So if you go up here, you're talking about $450 that you're gonna have to pay every month to that mortgage company and that loan in place that you use. So you want to make sure you have this money. So I want to just pick something basic because I don't want to pick something too fancy. That way, you know, we're not picking something that's extremely fancy and you can't, you know, and it's unrealistic. So you're looking over here that a mobile home is $450. So obviously, you're not going to charge $450 for this property. I would say, to be honest with you, you're probably going to charge something along the lines of this. Now, this property is a little more modern, of course, and it's a condo, but you're probably going to charge about $800. Remember, you also have a bigger square footage, so you maybe can get away with charging $1,000 and see what happens. It's important for you to create an ad on Craigslist with a property to see and research to see if you get a lot of contact back. You know, when I bought my first property, a good friend of mine told me that the first thing I need to do is, if I'm interested in an area, is putting an ad on Craigslist for a day or two to see what happens, to see how many people are responding to this ad. And then, you know, they respond to it, and you see that it's a hot place. Then obviously it's a great decision to make, and it's going to help you in making this decision at the end when you're going to buy the property. So, like I said, you go in here, you see it, you see what's available. From what I'm seeing here, if you would, let's just say you're charging $900 a month. Remember that you're gonna have to pay $450. You know. So pretty much, you have to look at the at your profits. So you know you're gonna be making around $400 or something along the lines of that, depending on what you can get. But let's just say you're getting $900. You're making about $400 or so, something along the lines of that, which is not too bad. $400 that you let in half, and it's every month that you're gonna get that from your tenants. So this would make this a really good property to buy. You know, as you can see, and it's not a mobile home, which mobile homes, they obviously they have a stigma. So you definitely can, you know, can invest in a property like this. If you find it cheaper, of course, buy the cheaper one. If you want to go look at the list here, for example, and see, you know, you can see properties that are lower priced, 90K. Let's look at the second page and see what's available for those lower price. It makes a big difference when you have a smaller loan, and that's why I wanted you to see that as well. I'm trying to make this video as short as I can, but it is a long tutorial because there's a lot to put in one video. So now we have, okay, let's just say we're gonna pick this one, Barcelona. This looks like it's a condo, and it's just a condo. It's not a co-op or anything like that. It has 27 photos. It has a pool. This is much nicer for 71K. It's a condo. It has an association fee, I believe. Oh, I'm not seeing one, so you may want to ask your realtor to see what if there's a condo for you or not. But this is a 1 bedroom also, and it looks really nice and it looks turnkey. And if you look, your down payment goes down. Your monthly rent or monthly payment you're gonna be making to that loan company is gonna be a lot less. Even if you edit this out and you put less, if you're looking at 300 or whatever, it's not so much if you can charge 700, $800 or even more. So it's not too bad, and it's good living. You see, and it looks like it's spacious as well. And it seems like you have a carport, so you have to look and see what makes sense to you. So like I said, you put an ad on Craigslist. Now we can switch it to 1 bedroom, and let's see what they have for 1 bedroom. You can put 1 bedroom here. 1 bedroom. This over here is $910 for 1 bedroom, which is not too bad. It's not too bad at all. And it's near the Oro Valley. It has amendments, like it has nice things like a gym. So if your community has these things, which it probably does, and it seems like it covers gas, hot water, and furnace, and your association. So you do have an association. I believe in these other states. I'm not in Massachusetts. You can actually they show you what the association fee is. Some places they don't show you. You'll find out once you decide to buy the property what it is that you have to pay. But you're getting 672 square footage, and you're getting all this stuff. A nice updated property. It's good for someone that just wants to relax and not have to worry so much about living in a house, or they want to be sitting poolside from time to time and just relax city living. And if you go here again, you want to go check the address, like I said. Go to Google. Put this up here. Zillow is another page that I had here. I'm not going to show you too much Zillow because it's a lot of work, and it's going to make the video a lot longer. So we're just loading this up. This actually is more city living right here. And if you just want to, you want to buy a small condo that you can turn a profit in and have city living around it, this is great. You can rent it to a college student if there's colleges around. It's really nice. It's very city-like, and obviously it doesn't get too city-ish in a place like Tucson, but you can tell there's a lot of businesses around, and it's a good place to live. And if it's for a single person, things change. You don't really have to care too much about the schools, because a single person is not going to have kids to go to school. It's a very rare occasion. But that's pretty much it. When it comes to doing research, you have to go in and look and see, and then get in contact with an agent. I'm gonna show you how to do that in a second. So the actually, I'll show you how to work the bank, and then I'll show you how to actually do the other part of it. So right over here, if you go to bankrate.com, so bankrate.com, you actually have the option to go to mortgage loans and see what's available for you, what the prices are going to be if you don't have the money. So you click on mortgages, you click on purchase, you click on 30-year or whatever you want to do. If you have enough money to pay 20-year fixed. Remember, this is an investment property, so obviously you're going to invest money on it, but you're going to get it back. So click on 30-year fixed, for example. And then once you do that, you can put the zip code In this case, we're going to put Tucson, which is right here. I don't know the zip code. Let's see. Just going to start showing you what it is that how they can help you, giving different loan people that you can use, the different banks. You can modify this. So in this case, this property that we saw, the one over here, the Barcelona, is worth $71,000. So you go in here and you type in, instead of 300, you put 71. And things change. It's going to start showing you how many active lenders it needs. I don't know what's going on here with this. I'm going to put, I think we're going to have to put like a different down payment. Let's just do that. See what happens. Okay, see? So over here, you can pick a bank and start comparing the different prices. I definitely advise you to speak with a real estate agent first. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a second after I show you this part. But basically, like I said, you put the price here and you follow the next steps. And we're going to just follow one of them just to show you quickly. And this connects you right to a bank. And you can continue. You can put home purchase if you want to use this bank, like I said. Sign the. What's your current property purchase situation? It's going to start asking you questions. You want to answer these questions because this is going to help you, because this is directly with that bank. And that bank is going to connect you and give you the best rate you can get. And once you do that, then you pretty much are all set to get that loan and make an offer. They're going to give you an offer. You're going to go to an agent with a paper that tells them that you're ready to make an offer and that you've been approved or pre-approved, as they call it. Okay, now as far as finding a real estate agent, that's the other thing too. Not all real estate agents are good. I've been through many, to be honest with you. I've had situations where I befriended real estate agents and then things just go sour. And this is something that's very important to think about when you're buying property. Real estate agents, not all are the same. So you want to go into Google and type in real. Oh, what am I doing here? I can't type today. Estate agents. And you're gonna put Tucson, Arizona, in the search. So right over here, you can look at lists, a list of real estate agents that you can actually contact, and it'll show you the different reviews. If it's a good real estate agent, in this case, you want to find small scale. Don't go with the very big guys, like mom and pop stores, mom and pop type of businesses are better. These guys, they look kind of legit over here. You can click on the photos and see what they're about. It's the agents. See? Click on. You can see their office. See? You can see their business. You can see everything. It looks kind of creepy, to be honest with you, but that's just my opinion, of course. So you can visit their website, and they have a website. You can go. And they have a number, you can call them, and you can send them an email if you like. And hey, look, I'm interested in property. I want to see properties in Tucson. Could you send me some properties over? The real estate agent, they're gonna contact you as soon as you try to get in touch with them. They're gonna be right away trying to get in contact with you, and they're very friendly and they work very hard in most cases. But if you have a real estate agent that doesn't work hard for you, doesn't work at getting and understanding what you want, move on to the next one. There's tons of real estate agents out there, and you can actually, you don't really have to worry about losing a real estate agent. So that's one thing you can think about. I mean, I can assure you that if there's one real estate agent today, you can switch them to the next day, as long as you don't sign a contract with them. Some people sign contracts with them when they're buying. Don't sign anything unless you're 100% sure that you like this agent and you want to work with them. But even if you do sign a contract, you can tell them that you want to end it because you don't feel like it's something that you want to do business. It's somebody you want to do business with, and you can. There's different rules around it. I definitely would tell you to consult an attorney for that if you're interested. There's a lot of real estate attorneys. A lot of times too, the real estate agent has loan officers. The loan officers can actually help you. They can give you the best rate out there. You can shop for a rate. You can look. Like I said, even though I recommend you to use Bankrate, you can actually with your own real estate agent, you can actually ask them, do you know anyone that's good with loans that can help out? And if they do, then they'll help you out, and then you can get sometimes they can even give you 4 different recommendations that you can use. So it's something that I definitely recommend you to do. Get in touch with an agent. You don't have to contact this agent because obviously this is just, I'm showing you guys, I'm showing you the basics of it. I'm showing you just a sample of how this stuff is done. But like I said, you visit this website or, you visit Google. You type in, real estate agent and look at what they have. I mean, there's so many places. And look at the reviews, In this case, let's go back to the first one that I showed you, the Lara and Tim. As you can see, there's 12 reviews, and you can actually get reviews on Yelp. You can get reviews on Facebook, and see and compare. So far, if you look at all these people, these are people pleasers. These real estate agents are good people because they have 5 stars. I haven't seen one of them with less than 5 stars. That's awesome. And if you click on here, for example, 30 reviews, you have an agent with horrible customer service. You start seeing reviews that are not that good, and you may want to stay away from these guys. See? It really depends on what you want to do. So that's pretty much it. I hope the video helped. I want to do a part 2 and get more in depth in this video, but I want to see, depending on the reaction that I get with this video, if it's well received. Of course, I always definitely want to do more to try to help everyone that follows us on this channel. So signing off, this is Elias. Take care, everybody.